or good afternoon, or good evening, depending on when you're watching this. I hope you are having, have had, or will have a great day today. Let's do a little stretching. Do you ever press your hands together and try to open your chest wide as you put pressure on your hands? Stretch all those muscles in your chest. Sit up very tall. Let's stretch our hands high and tip over to the one side and then to the other side. And we can do a little head rolling all the way around, gently, gently, and switch directions. Gently, gently, gently. Don't hurt your neck. Don't roll fast. Let's do we squeeze our shoulders up so tight and drop them back down. And we roll our shoulders forward, 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 and backward, backward, backward. Yep, that feels great. Good. Let's do a little snake breathing. Do you remember we did this? We take a really nice deep breath in. You can bring it in through your nose. And as we breathe out, we hiss. See how long your snake can be. Ready? Do another one. That was a very long one. All right, one more. Maybe you can zzzz all around. Ready? Do it with your hand, your snake. Okay. I want to start with a really quick stand up if you can, and do a little march around with me as we sing. As I was walking down the street, down the street, down the street, a friend of mine I chanced to meet. Hi ho, hi ho, hi ho. A rig-a-jig-jig and away we go, away we go, away we go. A rig-a-jig-jig and away we go. Hi ho, hi ho, hi ho. As I was walking down the street, down the street, down the street, a friend of mine I chanced to meet. Hi ho, hi ho, hi ho. A rig-a-jig-jig and away we go, away we go, away we go. A rig-a-jig-jig and away we go. Hi ho, hi ho, hi ho. Okay. That one always gets me feeling pretty energetic. Let's do slide whistle, warm up. I almost forgot, but here it is. You ready? Here we go. That one's and a little funny twisty one. Okay, sing this back to me. That's very low. Let's try a lower one. Now, can you clap that? You can sing it as well as clap it. Can you think what fruits we would put with that? Do it with me. How about pear, apple, pear? Yeah. Okay, that's nice. Let's leave that. And now I want to do Mary Had a Little Lamb, which I'm sure you've all sung many times, but I found it in our Mother Goose book. There's like all these verses that never get sung, so I wanted to sing them for you. So it starts as usual. Mary had a little lamb, little lamb, little lamb. Mary had a little lamb whose fleece was white as snow. And everywhere that Mary went, Mary went, Mary went everywhere that Mary went, the lamb was sure to go. It followed her to school one day, school one day, school one day. It followed her to school one day, though it was against the rule. It made the children laugh and play, laugh and play, laugh and play. It made the children laugh and play to see a lamb at school. And so the teacher turned it out, turned it out, turned it out. And so the teacher turned it out, but still it lingered near. Why does the lamb love Mary so, Mary so, Mary so? Why does the lamb love Mary so? The eager children cry. For Mary loves the lamb, you know, lamb, you know, lamb, you know. Oh, Mary loves the lamb, you know, the teacher did reply. I think that's very sweet. The little lamb wants to stay close to Mary because she loves him and he loves her. So that's the whole Mary Had a Little Lamb rhyme. Now you know it. Okay, I know that some of you may be working on the solar system this week. And I found a little poem about the Earth and the Moon that I wanted to give to you to do. Okay, so it takes a fist for the moon and a sort of imaginary sphere for the Earth. And then part of the time we're going to imagine the big sun in the middle, but we don't have a third hand for that. So you can picture the sun. All right, so we start with our fist for the moon and we say, our moon, Luna, is a big round rock, and around the Earth it runs. Planet Earth is a blue-green ball which circles around the sun. That's not so easy to do. So the Earth and the moon, around, and then the sun is in the middle, and the Earth and the moon do their dance around the sun. Let's try the rhyme again. Our moon, Luna. Luna is a name for the moon. Our moon, Luna, is a big round rock. Try that part. Our moon, Luna, is a big round rock. And around the Earth it runs. Say that part again. And around the Earth it runs. Good. Planet Earth is a blue-green ball. Try that one again. Planet Earth is a blue-green ball, okay, which circles around the sun, which circles around the sun. Let's try two parts at a time. Our moon, Luna, is a big round rock, and around the Earth it runs. Let's do that one a second time. Our moon, Luna, is a big round rock, and around the Earth it runs. Planet Earth is a blue-green ball which circles around the sun. There you go. It's kind of fun. Kind of a tricky thing to keep one hand going around while the other rotates around the sun. Fun. All right, I want to do Pop Goes the Weasel. I'm going to play the piano. I hope you remember from a week or maybe two ago, we did a song where we practiced trying to go fast, go slow, speed up and slow down. These are things that we refer to as tempo. Will you say tempo? Tempo. It just means time in Italian. And it's how, in music, it's how we talk about the way the time feels. Whether it feels slow or fast. Or whether it's excitedly rushing ahead or gradually slowing down. All right, so we're going to do Pop Goes the Weasel. Let's just start at a medium tempo. You could say moderato. Can you say that? It's Italian. Moderato. It means moderate, medium. So, all around the cobbler's bench, the monkey chased the weasel. The monkey thought 'twas all in fun. try gradually speeding up on the next part. And that is called an accelerando. So here we are, very slow. A penny for a spool of thread, a penny for a needle. That's the way the money goes. Pop goes the weasel. Back up to speed. Yeah. Now we're a little bit faster. All around the mulberry bush, all around the cobbler's bench, the monkey chased the weasel. The monkey thought 'twas all in fun. Pop goes the weasel. A penny for a spool of thread, a penny for a needle. That's the way the money goes. Pop goes the weasel. Should we speed all up really fast? All around the cobbler's bench, the monkey chased the weasel. The monkey thought 'twas all in fun. Pop goes the weasel. A penny for a spool of thread, a penny for a needle. That's the way the money goes. Pop goes the weasel. And then slow down to the end. Okay. A word for going fast could be, there's several that we use in music, but this one you can learn today, allegro. And maybe you know the word in Spanish, allegra. In Italian, allegro means the same thing, which it means happy. So when music is marked allegro, it's feeling high spirits and happy, and that you play fast when you see that. And why don't you try say that back to me? Allegro. Allegro means happy, and it tells you to sing or play fast. And then the really slow one, there's a word, largo. Can you hear largo? Sounds like large. So it's kind of like your beats get very large and you go very slow when you're going largo. Will you say it? Largo. Okay, that's that. Now, I would like to do a little bit of a song called Doe a Deer. Do you all know it? I think many people know it. And the funny thing about Doe a Deer is that it's taking these funny syllables and trying to make sense out of them by saying sentences around them. But they're actually syllables that people use to sing a scale, a musical scale. And I want you to listen. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. Yeah? Let's try that again. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. And you can go backwards. Do, ti, la, sol, fa, mi, re, do. So see if you can hear those syllables. Sing this back to me. Do, re, mi, do, re, mi, re, do, mi, re, do. Okay, now let's try singing this song. Maybe you know it. Doe, a deer, a female deer, Ray, a drop of golden sun, me, a name I call myself, Fa, a long, long way to run, Sol, a needle pulling thread, La, a note to follow, Sol, Tea, a drink with jam and bread that will bring us back to dough. Okay, it's kind of a silly song, but it's fun. All right, I wanted to do a few clap and clap back rhythms with our fruit. So, let's see. We have pear. We have apple. We have blueberry, yes. And today, shall we try huckleberry? That's very fast. Can you try with me? Huckleberry. A huckleberry is a delicious kind of berry that's sort of like a small black raspberry, I think. I confess I've never eaten a huckleberry myself. So those are our 4, plus we have a rest, and we've been doing rests the same length as pear. There are rests all different sizes, but let's just do pear length rests, okay? So here we go. Pear, apple, apple. Did you see what I did? Pear, apple, apple. Good. Let's try to just keep doing that pattern. Pear, apple, apple. Pear, apple, apple. Pear, apple, apple. Pear, apple, apple. Very nice. Okay. Then let's try apple, pear. Apple, pear. You try it without me. Good. Let's loop it a little while. Apple, pear. Apple, pear. Very nice. The fun thing is that you could do those two at the same time and see how it sounds. My first one was pear, apple, apple. Pear, apple, apple, right? Now, the second one was apple, pear, apple, pear. Okay, so how about you try doing apple, pear. You keep doing it. And I'll do the first one. Apple, you keep it. Pear, apple, pear. You keep it. Pear. Did you do it? I'm going to come back to yours. Full rest. Pear, rest. Apple, pear, rest. Okay. That would be so much more fun altogether. That will happen someday, I believe. I know it will. Okay. I'm going to stop the video here, and the end of this week's class is going to be a tour of some different instruments and how to listen to them, and some interesting things about how they make sound. So stay tuned. That's next. All right, now my first instrument demo that I'd like to do is my piano. And it's crammed tight into a pretty small room. So you can see, and usually I confess, keep music books and things on top of it. But I was doing a recording project and I cleaned off the top, and I have the top open. So I'd like to show you what it looks like inside. Because you can't always do that. You can't always see inside a piano. It's not always that easy. Okay, so let's see. I have to start again after that introduction to flip the camera around. Here we go. So here is my big old piano. There's music books everywhere, underneath and behind, and so forth. There's the seat I sit on. There's more music. There's my 2 ukuleles and a little electric guitar. But here's the piano. Here it is itself. It is a grand piano, we call it. And there is its big old lid up. Wow. That is a heavy lid. And inside, I would like you to see what a big, big, big piano looks like. So, knowing what we know about the slide whistle, that when the tube is its longest, we get our loudest sounds. And when the tube is its shortest, sorry, did I say loudest? I meant lowest. And when the tube is its shortest, we get our highest sounds. Where do you think the low notes will happen? Here? Or up here? Oh, it's so dusty. How terrible. Okay, so the strings do what the tube does. If the strings are long, bigger and bigger, that makes a lower and lower sound. And the grand piano is built this way so that it can fit very long strings. And each string gets shorter and shorter and shorter, and thinner and thinner and thinner. And eventually they're all quite thin, but they just change how long they are. These are where the actual vibrating string ends is here. And they get shorter and shorter and shorter as the notes get higher and higher. Now these special things here, the black bars they look to be, but they're not exactly that simple. They're called dampers, and if I play a note, the damper pops up, and that's because inside a hammer has swung up to strike that note. Can you see the hammer move down there? And if I hold my note, you see I'm holding my note down, the damper stays up and the sound lasts. Do you still hear it? Now, when I let it go, it stops. Let me do it one more time here. And when I let go, you hear? Play, let go. So the damper stops the sound by touching felt to the vibrating string. And that's a piano. The keys go straight back from here. They're actually twice as long as this, at least. They keep going. It's a big piece of wood. And they trigger a hammer strike. Let's see, you can probably see these low ones best. And it's fun to hear. See that one move? Here we go. The hammer pops up and strikes. Now listen, how long does that last? I still hear it. I don't know if you can at home. That's my piano. Next, I wanted to show my 2 ukuleles. Here's a smaller one. This is the one we bought first. We actually bought it for Lorenzo. It was not very expensive, and I thought, well, hey, let's get it in the house. And it turns out that it sounds really nice. And it's called Ola, and I did not spend very much money on it, but I really do like how it sounds. Now, I thought I would show a quick bit of advice on ways to tune it, because that can be really hard to do. And of course, they only really sound great when they're in tune. So first of all, notice that there are 4 strings on a ukulele. And the funny thing about a ukulele, unlike a guitar and a piano, the strings are not organized lowest to highest. It's very strange. So a good thing that I learned for remembering how they should sound in relation to each other is that they should sound like, let me check my G. My dog has fleas. And if you can remember that little tune, and let's find out if this is in tune. It holds a tune very well. My dog has fleas. Yeah, this one was just sitting there in tune. It's old and the strings have broken in. Remember that if you have a ukulele and maybe you just bought it, it's going to go out of tune a lot for a long time, because these strings have to stretch out. And so you just be patient and you retune it. The hard part is tuning. Your parents can get an app that helps you tune. That does exist, and that makes it easy. But the first thing you have to know is that you have tuners, or the next thing I should say, because the first thing was it has 4 strings. And then we learned, my dog has fleas, for how they should sound in relation to each other. So can you hear, my is higher than dog? It's lower. Has is back up above. Dog has. Now listen. Fleas is higher than the first string. My dog has fleas. So your highest string is there, and your lowest string is there, not there. Okay. Now you have to get familiar with which way your tuning pins turn. I forget almost every time. I think I'm getting better at it, and then I'm not. The tricky thing is that these ones turn that way to tighten, and these ones turn that way to tighten because they're the same little gadget. So they can't turn the opposite way just because you've put it on the opposite side. So this way, I believe, and let's listen, it will, if you tighten the string, what you're doing is making it shorter by a little bit. And so if you turn, ready? Can you hear how it went higher? Yeah. Now it's the same as this one, so we don't want that. What we want is a step lower, and a way to find that, remember our dog, my dog. If you find, most ukuleles have these special dots. You see those dots? They're there to tell you where certain important notes are. So if you go not to the first dot, but the second dot, some ukuleles have the dot up above. This one has it right on the fretboard. If I put my finger there and press firmly, my dog. Can you hear him? My dog. I'm just doing it by where I'm pressing the string. My dog. So I can play this one, and I can compare it to that one too high. So I come back towards me to loosen the string. Let's see if that turned out right. We'll compare them. I think I went not far enough. Do those sound about the same? Yeah? My dog, there we go, has fleas. So to get the top string in tune with the second string, you touch the second string here, and they should sound the same as each other. Okay, that's the first trick. Second trick is to find the has, and that's just a little higher than this one. So this one was a lot higher, and so you go way far along the string to match it. This one is only a little higher than this one, so you go only 1, 2, 3, 4 frets higher. Listen. Do those sound the same? Has. That's my dog. Has. There it is. Okay, so the trick to tuning your third string is again to use your lowest one and go on your 1, 2, 3, 4th fret. Are they the same? Yeah. Okay. Now we find out if I retuned this one right. This one and this one sound very close together. They should. My and fleas are close together. They're neighbors in the scale. So all I have to do is go not first fret but second fret on that top string. And it should be. Is it the same? Yeah. So when I take my finger off, let's listen to how neighborly they are. My fleas. My dog has fleas. Okay. That's a ukulele. Let me teach you one chord. The easiest chord is C chord because the ukulele is almost in C anyway. You take one finger and you put it on this string, not the first fret, not the second fret, right there on the 3rd fret. I use this finger for it. And then something's a little off with my tuning because that doesn't sound as great as I want it to. That sounds better. Good. And that's the class for this week. Hope you had fun. Again, as I say each time, though I haven't gotten any requests, I love learning new songs. So if there's something that I haven't sung that you want to hear in music class, please tell me. Have your mom or dad get in touch with me, and I would be delighted to learn and sing any songs that you love at home in future classes. So we'll say, the music time is over, the music time is over. It's time to say goodbye, it's time to say goodbye. Goodbye until the next time, goodbye until the next time. Goodbye, goodbye, goodbye. Goodbye, goodbye, goodbye.